Let's talk about Group 27 vocabulary. So, if you were to antagonize someone, that means you're trying to provoke them or bother them in a very negative way. You're trying to kind of get them to react negatively. If something is barren, it has no vegetation, it is bare. Think about a desert, for example. Bombastic often refers to speech that is very inflated or highfalutin or high sounding, kind of a person who comes across with this very arrogant, exaggerated speech. To cajole someone means to try to persuade them or coax them to do your bidding, typically with flattery or sweet phrases. Cherry means cautious. If you're a cherry person, you're not going to climb the mountain, for example. A curmudgeon is a grump. Scrooge, somebody who gets angry easily, someone who you don't really want to be around. A dirge is a funeral song, so obviously it's going to be kind of sad. I don't know if Amazing Grace classifies as a dirge, but you get the idea. Estimable refers to a person that is worthy of great respect. So typically, at like a university graduation, you want to have an estimable person do the speech. Euphemism means to take a word that might offend people and to make it nicer. So, take for example, instead of saying the word poop, you say like number two. Excoriate means to strongly attack somebody, censure somebody, almost like in an official way, like the government excoriates, a congressperson or something. If something is exigent, it is pressing, it is demanding, we need to do it now, or big trouble will result. A haughty person is a very arrogant person, a person who feels that he or she is superior to other people. Heady often refers to times in the past in which they were really good times or exhilarating times. You'll often hear about like the heady 1990s or the heady days of my youth. Imperturbable means someone who cannot be perturbed, cannot be bothered, cannot be agitated, somebody who has full control over their emotions. Somebody that is implacable cannot be placated, which means they're unstoppable, they're relentless, they're just going to keep going no matter what. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down to the other 15. To lambast somebody means to strongly attack them or strongly criticize them. You can see a lot of GRE words are related to this idea. A miscreant is a criminal or somebody who does ill deeds. Hopefully, not too many miscreants in your neighborhood. A peccadillo is a mistake or a small offense. Not like, you didn't hurt anybody, but maybe you took too many cookies out of the cookie jar or something. That would be a peccadillo. A Philistine or a Philistine is somebody who is hostile to the arts. So somebody who has kind of a low opinion of culture or somebody who isn't really educated in cultured matters and kind of dismisses it. Relegate means to move somebody or something or some group to a lower level. If you're a soccer fan, the Premier League, oftentimes if a team doesn't do very well, they get relegated to the lower league. Repugnant means something you don't even want to be near. It's abhorrent. It's like the grossest thing ever. Like, never show me that. I don't want to see it. Somebody who is sentimental or a sentimental movie means very emotional. It has somewhat of a negative connotation, maybe, in that you're overly emotional, kind of quick to cry or quick to maybe kind of rely on your emotions, or it can have a neutral or even positive connotation. It's kind of a funny word. Squander means to waste something. Like if you squander an opportunity, you wasted the opportunity. Swindle means to trick or to deceive. So hopefully you've never been swindled or scammed out of something. If something's tangible, you can touch it, you can see it, you can hold it in your hands. It's kind of the opposite of ethereal or ghost or something. Turpitude means immoral behavior, immorality. If somebody has a lot of turpitude, that's obviously not a great thing. Unalloyed means unreserved or unqualified. Now, what do those two words mean? It basically means complete or total. So if you have unalloyed love for somebody, that basically means, non-conditional love. It's complete, it's 100%. To undercut means to subvert or try to weaken, usually almost secretly. So if a group tries to undercut the government, they're trying to bring it down, but not necessarily in a outrageous, belligerent way, but kind of in a secret way. Wheedle means cajole or coax or persuade, trying to persuade somebody to get what you want using flattery, very similar to that previous word. And then finally, xenophobic refers to having a hatred of outsiders or a hatred of people not from your country. So hopefully, not too many of us are exhibiting xenophobia.